Hi everyone, and welcome to this special Google Hangout for Dr. Pillai's Asian community. And of course, we very much welcome everyone who is joining us around the world. Today, Dr. Pillai will be joining us as a special guest because he won't be coming to Singapore for quite some time. So he wanted to bless all of you with a special message, and most importantly, his darshan or energy transmission today. So the topic for today's Hangout is Dr. Pillai's latest techniques on the light body. Dr. Pillai will be joining us in about 15 minutes, and he'll be sharing about the practical benefits that you can experience when you totally transform every aspect of your life with light. Now, before Dr. Pillai comes, I wanted to teach you a very simplified and easy version of the foundational techniques that Dr. Pillai has freely given so that everyone can experience the benefits of using the power of light to transform your life. Recently, in Dr. Pillai's Light Body Global Forum, he gave two very powerful techniques to bring more light into the body. And then back in January of this year, Dr. Pillai taught two mantras that can be used together in order to give you a 100% spiritual and a 100% material life. Now, before we start the practice, I just want to talk about the relevancy of the light body for everyone, because it seems like a very intangible concept. But as Dr. Pillai says, the light body is actually your true nature. This physical body is just an illusion. Your true nature is that you are pure light, the light of God. And this light of God can practically change every aspect of your life. Now, many of you have heard that recently I had a big wake-up call regarding the critical need, actually, to change the body into light due to a recent accident that I had. Now, at any time, we're vulnerable to injury, disease, decay, or death. But when we're healthy, we don't really think deeply about the need to change the body into light, or we don't really see the need to avoid the suffering that can happen when we lose our health. But when we have a health problem, we definitely know that life really loses its joy when the body has no health. And the problem is that with the physical body, there is no permanent solution for good health. You can go to doctors and you can have procedures and surgeries and take medicines, but in the end, the body is still decaying. So for those of you that want to avoid the suffering of the body and to attain a perfected state of permanent joy and bliss and a disease-free body, then Dr. Pillai's light body techniques are very practical for your life. I also know that many of you who have expressed to me that you have a heart sorrow or you want to heal family relationships, bringing light into your body can work miracles to heal the heart and to miraculously heal relationships in your life. Many of you are also working on attaining more money and material comforts. And Dr. Pillai explains that when we bring light into the body, then we gain super intelligence and we can manifest at the speed of light. So, as Dr. Pillai says, the light body is not an off-the-wall concept. It's practical, and it pertains to every aspect of life. So now I'd like to teach you this short 5-minute meditation, which is a combination of all the recent techniques techniques that Dr. Pillai has freely given. And let me just explain a few simple principles first. Light equals life. When we bring more life into the body, then we have a greater life force. Now, light and life are represented by the sound Om. When we put the sound Om into the body, the sound Om can literally restructure the cells of the body and turn the body into light. The sound Om is the ultimate sound because the sound Om is God. So the first step in the technique will be putting Om into your body. The next step in the technique is calling upon the God of light. And this technique is given by Swami Ramalinga. He was the great saint that disappeared into light in 1874. And this was actually Dr. Pillai's previous birth. Ramalinga taught us that the brain can be visualized as a golden lotus. And this golden lotus oozes out a sweet nectar, which is like a honey. And when this nectar spreads all throughout the body, it transforms the body into light. And then we'll be calling upon the God of light to enter our body, and we'll be using a mantra that many of you already know, Arut Param Jyoti, which Dr. Pillai explains as, God is immeasurable, shiny white light. Then the final step in the practice will be to call upon the most powerful archetype for money and material comforts. His name is Vishnu, and the sound to call Vishnu is Om Namo Narayanaya. So we'll begin the practice now. Keep your eyes closed.